Hey guys, it's Jin and Sonic here, and given some of my mixes with the Future House remixes and the Melbourne Bounce remixes and stuff with pop songs has been doing like relatively well. I wanted to make sort of a quick little video explaining how I go about finding all these remixes that I can then put in my videos. So I've got 5 strategies that you guys can all use for finding really good remixes of pop songs that you can then play or listen to or whatever you want. But before we jump into those 5 ways, I thought we'd just run through why we'd actually want to be looking for these pop remixes of like really well-known pop songs. So the first is just like listening. For me in particular, that's how I really got into it. I like listening to pop remixes when I study and whatnot. But perhaps a bit more importantly is for DJs. Like if you're a new DJ and you're really into, say, Future House, like only playing Future House at a gig, like Future House originals, everyone's going to get really bored of that because you're just playing banger after banger and there's not really stuff that people can stop and like sing along to, and it just will create a really like bored and tired audience. So throwing in some remixes of stuff that people know really well and want to sing along to can really sort of build the energy and give your audience something they know while still sort of keeping the same vibe that you're going for. So yeah, let's jump into the 5 strategies that I have been using to get really good pop remixes for the mixes I've been doing. So the first one is just looking for official releases. So stuff that you can find on Spotify, Beatport, Apple Music, like all the sort of main services, because these have been like official remixes. So if we just jump on to say we're looking at Future House here, if we just jump onto the top 100 Future House tracks on Beatport right now, and we just go for a scroll, see here right away we've got the La Freak remix by Oliver Heldens. This is really well known. People can sing along to this, and then it's still got that Future House vibe, right? So first page, we've got one already, right? If we keep going, here we have High Hopes, Panic at the Disco, massive song, and we've got the Don Diablo version, so that goes down very well. Obviously people can sing along to that, and then you've got a great Future House drop in there. If we keep going even further, Nothing Breaks Like a Heart, everyone knows that, Miley Cyrus, once again, remixed by Don Diablo, Future House, really cool. If we keep going, probably almost done for this page. Nothing For You, not as well known a song, but still good. Obviously, we see Don Diablo's doing a lot of remixes here. So if we jump onto his page, let's see what we can find. Zara Larsson remix. What else have we got? The Miley Cyrus one we saw earlier. I'm aware he also did an official remix of Ocean by Khaled, which is really good. So even just this one guy, official remix, and obviously a great artist, but we've got tons of awesome remixes that we can use. And also it's worth noting that sort of DJs and producers who get these really big pop hits will also release remix albums. So for example, the Chainsmokers have been having some huge pop hits. We can just jump on their official Beatport page and hopefully we can find some great remixes, honestly. Here we go. If my computer wants to load. So here, Takeaway, huge song. I assume this is the remixes. Yeah, awesome. Oh, Norton, that'd be Future House. We've got a great remix right there. So yeah, that's definitely my first strategy. Go through like the official streaming services, music stores and stuff, because there will be a whole bunch of really good pop remixes for you guys to find. So the next one I want to talk about is more so unofficial remixes, but know your artists that are making lots of really great pop remixes. So for example, some of the guys I'll be looking at, if I just jump onto YouTube and SoundCloud and whatnot. So I know Andy Jarvis is making lots of awesome Future House remixes. Here we go already. Lose Control, Don't Start Now, some Ed Sheeran, Coldplay. See, I didn't even know about this one. I'll probably have to play that. That's Own It is a huge song right now. I'm sure the remix is good. This guy Andy Jarvis has been killing it, and I have a lot of his music in my library. lot of his remixes, so I'll definitely have to bookmark that one and come back to that later, and you'll hear it in the next Future House mix, I guess. Another artist I know who just pushes out pop remixes, Retrovision. So if we just jump on his SoundCloud tracks, let's have a look. So, yeah, No Promises, huge song right there. Awesome remix. I've played this a few times on the channel. Let's see what else we've got. Maybe we have more luck on YouTube because I know he does a ton of good remixes. Let's see. Yep, so Takeaway, that's big. Rise, another huge song. We Can Get High, good song, great song, pop song. Another Maroon 5 remix. So already there, we've got, once again, another awesome source for finding these pop remixes, just in the Future House genre. If we're sort of starting to think about the more Melbourne bounce stuff, then maybe I'll jump onto Jesse Block, because this guy just pushes out these bootlegs. It's also worth noting that a lot of these Melbourne bounce guys actually have like a second account that they put their remixes up on. It'll be like second or remixes, just because they do it for some copyright issues. Let's see if we can find it. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just jump on his regular one. Yeah, seems he doesn't have a second one. Oh no, this is the second one. The main account is the other one. So already here, let's have a look. Lose Control, Ed Sheeran, American Pie, Marshmallow. See, we got a ton of really great pop remixes for playing or listening to, whatever you want to do with them. Another good guy, especially in this Melbourne bounce genre, Nate Jennings. I think he's under 2. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Someone You Love, you know, all this sort of stuff. Senorita, Dance Monkey. Tons of awesome pop remix tracks that we can use in our sets or whatnot. Now the next one is might be thought of as a bit cheap, but it's just use other people's mixes, right? Like I've gone ahead and already put together a whole bunch of these pop remixes mix. So if you guys just are looking for that sort of stuff, just jump in. I always put a track list, just go down the bottom, and here's 21 pop remixes that I've already gone ahead and found. So if that's the sort of stuff you're looking for, find them here and go find a place to download them. That's super easy. Like when I first started, I was looking at like the Crunks mixes. He has some good pop remixes and stuff like that. So yeah, use other people's remixes use other people's mixes if they've already gone to the effort of compiling all these really great pop remixes. So the fourth one is only going to apply to certain people, and it's, yeah, something I do, but something others might not be able to do if you don't produce, but that's produce the remixes yourself. Like, you know what you want, you know what pop song you want, you know what style you want out of the remix, so you can go ahead and just, I guess, do it yourself. Sure, you need a few years experience, but a lot of guys who get into this sort of DJing and making mixes and stuff do it through producing, so this is another really awesome way to get pop remixes that don't already exist, is just make them yourself, and you can probably pick up a few views in the process because people like listening to remixes on SoundCloud and YouTube and stuff, and who knows, you might get someone playing your music. So yeah, if you can't find it, produce it yourself. Now my last tip is probably a bit of a cheat, but it's something I still do, and that's don't use remixes, use mashups. So there's a whole bunch of, like, if we jump on a guy who I know makes some sick mashups, is Weedams, and I've got a lot of his mashups in my library. So let's already see, we got a Tones and I mashup, Medusa, Post Malone, see already here, Senorita, DJ Snake. There's also some rap ones like Fatboy Slim. more Medusa, yes, all this sort of stuff. So instead of just only sticking to remixes, sometimes dropping some mashups can be really good as well. And there's just search a name of a song you want and mash up, and hopefully you'll find something that can work. So yeah, I'll just go through the 5 tips again. So you go through official releases, artists you know who make really great pop remixes, other people's mixes which you may like and just steal songs from there, produce it yourself, and use mashups. So I hope those 5 strategies help you in your quest to find really good pop remixes. Until next time, I'm Jin and Sonic, and I've still got a few mixes coming out before the end of the year, so stay tuned if that's something you're into. And yeah, jump on my socials and yeah, like and subscribe. And thanks for your time. I hope you've got something from this video. I'll catch you in the next one.